Reaching you from the studios of Panache FM, and it's a beautiful day. I feel very excited to be on the show this morning because it's freaky, funky, fantabulous, amazing Friday. And guess what? With me this morning, I have somebody very special, somebody dear to my heart. I mean, it took me a lot of effort to bring her on the Spotlight show. She's looking all glammed up. I mean, looking so beautiful. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope I'll be like her when I get to that age. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mommies and daddies, here with me, I have the one and only Tosin Akintogun. Woo!
Hello,
Wow. Like I said, I mean, it's not easy bringing out the show, but I feel very excited that she's here with us this morning.
Yes.
So before we get to hear from her, let me do a little bit of introduction so you get to know her in case you do not know. All right. So the guest that I have today with me on the show is an executive producer and a producer. Tosin Akintogun is the producer of Keeping It Real Nollywood, a documentary series showcasing the amazing talent within the Nollywood movie industry in Nigeria. This show has been ongoing since 2017 and it is airing on Sky UK channels. She studied film making at Met Film School in London, and What Happened at St. James is her first feature film as a producer. Wow. Tosin Akintogun is passionate about her African root, and she is committed to making sure that her production portrays the best of Nigeria in African entertainment as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, join me as we bring on her, the one and only executive producer and producer, Mrs. Tosin Akintogun. Good morning, ma'am.
Oh my God, Rhoda.
Yes, mommy.
That was so smooth. I was like, who are they talking about? That's not me.
Wow, it is.
Oh,
so
wow.
good to have
Hello,
you.
everyone. Yeah, it's lovely to be here and to obviously, talk to everyone. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
St. James, the movie is
Yeah.
coming out. It's been a lot of work. So, yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I can't believe Rhoda is the one doing all this. I mean, if you look at her on set, you won't even... You can't put both of them together. I mean, the person here and the person that was on set are totally different people.
Totally different.
It's nice to be here, and I'm
nice to
looking
have you
forward
back.
to talking to everyone and having an amazing time today.
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys, if you're live on Instagram right now, you'd see how beautiful. I mean, you need to ask her who made that makeup. I mean, who made that up? Like, who did this makeup? Who did the makeup for you?
Thank you. Well, I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm going to, have this interview. I better try to, glam up and look nice.
Slay.
You don't want to just turn up and show up, So I had to
Yeah.
get a makeup artist. Her name is Demi Day. She just came and, she did
Wow.
a fantastic job. Yeah, so shout out to her.
You look very
Thank
amazing,
you so
I must
much,
say.
Demi Day. Thank you.
All right, so let's get to meet you proper, okay?
Okay.
Let's get to know a little bit about your background, how it started for you as a person. I mean, your journey.
Okay, so I think everyone kind of says, oh, what's your journey? And when I look back to that question, I'm like, I can't actually say there was a particular defining moment in terms of my journey into content production and being a producer. I just thought to myself one day that looking at a lot of the content that they were airing on UK Sky channels, that there wasn't really anything that was showcasing, the beauty of Nigeria, our artistic talent, the producers and directors and filmmakers and cinematographers and editors that we have. Why is it that everything they are showing is all about hungry children and fly coming on their face? And I just got really frustrated. What is this? Let's have something that really showcases us and talks about our talent. Come on, we're so talented.
Have a lot, yes.
Oh my God, with tiny money, and then we'll make a film, we'll make content for you.
I agree.
On YouTube, and you'll be like, where did this come from? So I just thought, okay, and I just thought to myself, I'm going to, start off something, maybe like a documentary series. And when I started, I only came to Lagos with a plan to do one interview, and that was with Abiola Adebayo. She's a Nollywood Yoruba actress, a friend of mine. I said, well, Abiola, I want to do this kind of series, and I want you to kind of just start it off for me. And she was like, we don't like all these bloggers. They will run from you if you say you are I said, okay, don't call me a blogger, don't call me a journalist. Just say that this is somebody that wants to talk to you and talk about what you're doing and showcase it. And that's how it started. So I just came with a cameraman. It was me and my camera. Somebody that did the lights, and we just went and did her interview. Now from that one interview, she now got some of her friends to join in, and then so we had about maybe 7 interviews for that series, and that's how we started. So we edited, put it all together, came back to the UK, and it was Vox. We went to Vox Africa, and they said, "Oh, we love this, because it's kind of something different."
It's different, yes.
You're talking to like producers, actors, and actresses that are actually on set, telling you about the work they do, and we're actually showcasing that. Listen, we have good things coming out of Nigeria.
Yes, we do.
Talent. So yeah, and that's how it really started. So we did that, and we've had from 2017 we've had quite a few series in terms of keeping it real Nollywood. So we're on Yanga TV now, and the latest series is going to be starting, I think, towards the end of the year. We're going to have another series starting. Yes. And then that's how we started. And then when I just thought to myself, okay, I lost my mom a few years ago. I thought I want to do a film and try to kind of do something to in memory of her, just to kind of talk about what she kind of really was passionate about. She was a teacher for many years, and I just thought, okay, I thought about the story came to me based on a lot of stories she used to tell me as a teacher. I just thought, all these stories that my mom used to tell me, I don't know whether they were actually even real or not real. She just used to kind of talk about so many experiences, and that's how St. James came about. Obviously, I went to film school. You have to, obviously, it's not just about watching people do stuff and you doing it. I believe that in life, if you have something that you really want to do, you have to put in effort and try to kind of develop your those skills. So I did a course in filmmaking, and that kind of helped me as well. And then we decided to obviously start the journey of shooting the movie.
That's the most interesting part.
Exactly, and that's
and now the movie is coming out.
And the movie is coming out now. We kind of, you wrote that you were with us on set. We shot that film whilst there was ensigns. It was very hard.
It was crazy, man. No, I don't want to talk about that experience. Sorry.
So yeah,
it was a crazy one.
And that's it. So that's
really, anyways, I feel very excited that we get to talk about this right now. I mean, we can look back to that time and be glad and proud that now the movie is coming out.
Yes.
So now let's talk about you. And you went to Met school in film school in London. So what took you there? I mean, somebody like me, I might want to go into filmmaking, but I can as well think that going into a film school, especially in London, is not the way to go. I mean, I can just just jump on it and start filmmaking. So why did you decided to go into that?
I think with Met Film School, I think that with film school in general, I think the important thing is to actually decide whether it's something that will be for you. If you're going to go into film school, it's not for everyone. Some people will actually learn filmmaking on the job. You don't really have to go to a film school. I need to clarify that it's not really about film school and all the time. You don't really have to go to a film school, but if you feel that there is maybe something additional skills you want to learn, then I would say yes, but you have to shop around
to know about our inspiration. Okay, if you ask somebody, for you, well, what is the inspiration for you? I mean, people have so many things to say about that. So for you, what is the inspiration? What keeps you going? What makes you to want to do more, do better?
I think like when you think about like when you started, what was the purpose? It was to showcase. and to, let people see that, we do have good things coming out of our continent, and we can always do better. I always say, as a Nigerian, I'm proud Naija to the core.
Yeah.
I'm always say, listen, I'm Nigerian.
No matter where you are.
Wherever I am, I'm Naija to the core. And I want to showcase that, listen, we there's good things coming out of Nigeria all the time. So inspiration for me comes in so many ways. My mom obviously was an inspiration, power passing on. She was, a businesswoman to the core. She would always say, think about whatever you want to do, if you have a dream, passion, pursue it. She always believed that there was no one that was a failure, and they used to bring all sort of children with all these challenges, learning challenges. She would say that child is going to do well, going to university. She was so positive. I'd never ever noticed her to be a negative person. So that for me is an inspiration to say, listen, you need to keep going, because if she was here, she'd be like, I like that. When is the next one coming? Let's do it. Do it. So that, my mom's my inspiration, and also wanting to do better all the time, wanting to wanting to put good content out there, and wanting to, it's a dream I have. When you sit and you're watching a production, you're like, I think I can put something like that together. So I would, if you have something that you really want to do, a lot of times people say, I can't do it because I don't even have money.
I don't have the funds.
Money is not always required to start. With a phone, you know how good your phones are these days. A basic phone has a good recording facility.
That's true.
You have a camera there. You can actually go out and shoot something for maybe 10 seconds, and you're maybe capturing wildlife or something happening in one part of Lagos, and you post it. You never know. You can start that way. That okay, this is how I'm going to start. Look at the Ikorodu boys.
Yeah. That's how they started.
How did they start? They didn't have. I don't think they had thousands of funds available. But look at what those boys churned out, and now they're inviting them to Hollywood and all these places. So you can always start. The important thing is to have a vision, have a passion, have a zeal, and always go for it. You don't let anything stand in your way, and don't be put off by what you've met in the industry. So you already have producers in the industry, yes, but it's big enough for talent.
For everyone.
Listen, do we have sci-fi? Do we have a major sci-fi? We don't really have that yet in Lagos, in Nigeria. Why can't we do our own sci-fi? Why can't we have really good horror movies that we can say, yes, this was our content? Not your typical horror Yoruba movie. Not those ones where
the family for
you see some person in the air floating. No. I'm talking about a production that you know that this is a good production.
Thank you so much for that. I'm certainly getting inspired already. All right, now let's talk about producing. All right, you're a producer, which means you know what goes down there. You know what it means and how challenging it can be to be a producer. So first off, what are the challenges producers tend to go through? And for you, is making a profitable business? Say one day I just wake and I'm like, okay, girl, I think I want to become a producer. Am I going to cash out, or I'm going to
That's a very good question. Listen, if you go into it just for the reason that you want to make money, don't bother.
Don't bother.
You're not going to get that money. You have to have a focus and a reason why you want to do it, and it can't be money to start with.
So if it's money, then that's wrong.
If it's money you're going for the whole purpose, you're going to go wrong from the start, because number one, you'll be producing, your creative juice is going to be flowing because of money. So you will now find yourself under pressure that this is what I want to do and I must make millions. From the word go, it would affect what you're trying to create, because a producer is a creator basically. You're trying to bring something out, and you want people to accept it. People will look at your story, watch your film, and hopefully go away thinking about something. That is what you want. Not that, okay, I'm going to do something and I want to make millions. That isn't the first. Don't start on that step. That shouldn't be your focus.
But it should be part of it, right?
It should be. Later on, it should be. But start off with, okay, I want to just I want to create content. I want to do, let me start off by creating content. So are you a story writer? Do you have a script? Do you have an idea? Talk to people out there. You don't have to go at it on your own. The challenges are immense. So if you don't have a ground, if you're not grounded, your feet feet are not grounded very well, you're going to fall after the first hurdle. So it's not just about, the finances, it's about the team you're going to put together. It's not really about paying, it's not really the money you're going to pay them that's really going to matter. Money is important, don't get me wrong, but they want to hear your story. They want to see your vision. They want to see where you're going. Your DOP, your editor, your cameraman, they're not going to put their name on your project if it's just for money and it's just out there. So then you don't really need to come to cinemas or anything. You can just do a CD and sell it in Alaba and
make your money. Yeah, you make your money.
You don't really, and if it's really money making, now you can go to the likes of the YouTube. There's a lot of films now that are coming out on YouTube. Now that is profit generation, because when you get the views, you get the profit that way. So you could, say, okay, I want to do maybe a 1 hour film, a Yoruba story or Igbo or Hausa, and it's really for YouTube. Yes, you can do that. So you can record your thing, load it up on your YouTube channel, and you earn your money. You don't really need to know big people really for that. You can just do that on your own. But now if you want to take your craft the next step, then you need to identify the reason you're going in the first place. Okay, this is my vision. So then you're flowing with that. So when the money comes later, you're not distracted by that.
It's a plus.
It's a plus because it's a journey. It's kind of a journey you're starting. Now quality is another very important thing. It's not just about quantity, it's the quality. If it's money, you're going to be churning out and say, oh, let me just upload and get my views and get my money paid. But you're not, is it quality? Is it something people will go back to and watch? Would you have platforms calling you and say, we like with that content, we want to put it on our platform? So those are kind of the important factors you need to think about. Now, for me as a producer, one of the major challenges is kind of marketing. So because it's very expensive when it comes to, when you're talking about marketing the movie, you're taking your film to the cinema, you need to be ready for payments. It's not going to be cheap. It's not cheap at all. And you have, we have, quite, very amazing market distribution outlets. You have the likes of Genesis. By the way, that's where St. James is coming out. Genesis is the distributor. You have Film One, you have Blue Pictures. There's so many of them, and they're doing really, really well. They're really good, but they have to know, what you're bringing on the table to them. Is it going to actually help them? Is it going to be something that is going to, get people to the cinema? It's not just about creating. People the Nigerian public are very hard to please. That's true. And I mean that in a very good way. They like quality product. They like quality content.
Yes, they do.
So for you to get a Naija to take 3,000 naira
to go and watch,
you better make sure that what you are going to put is worth it. If it's not, put it on YouTube. Let them go and buy DVD in Alaba and watch on YouTube. At least it's data and it's money for going to buy DVD. But the minute you're taking it to cinema, it has to be worth it. So that's why your distributor will make things a bit difficult. That okay, if you want to bring this film, you have to bring this X amount of million, because we are putting our name on it. So if it doesn't work, it's not just you. We are going to obviously be impacted by that. So yeah, that's that. So that I could go on and on, but I hope that has actually been very helpful.
Yeah, for sure. Is that you, Cormaine, I would certainly get to learn from you, and people listening as well. I can assure that we're all learning from you. All right, so now let's talk about St. James the movie. Let's talk about St. James the movie. That's the most interesting discussion right now.
That's what's popping. Mark wants to come in. I think some people, Judith wants to come in.
Okay, they can join you. They can join you live. Yeah, they can join you live. All right, so now what are the, we didn't talk about the challenges. We just said end SARS, and then we just ended it like let's not dive into that. All right.
Hello, Mr. Mark. So that's the director.
All right, so the director of what happened at St. James is currently live on Instagram about the challenges. Okay, so you get to understand why we should even give Mrs. Tosin a standing ovation.
No.
Okay, so now let's go into details. The challenges during this movie set to premiere in all cinemas come 19th of this month. What are the challenges you encountered as a producer? As somebody who just came up with our first feature film. What are the challenges you can?
I mean, like Mark has said, when I had the story, he kept, as soon as he read the script, he said, Tosin, do you have the money for this?
Sure, we don't have that.
I said, we Mark and I, we come a long way. And I said, Mark, stop it. Just stop being pessimistic. I can do it. And it's doable. He said, okay. And you know, Mark, typical, okay, let's see what we can do. And then as we were going on, and we had to get extras, you know, the secondary school. When I would run to him, he said, but I did ask you whether we did this.
He said yes.
But yeah, the challenges in terms of that was fine. Obviously, getting the cast together, like Mark said, is a kind of a big story. We actually had to streamline it and make it a bit, make it workable for us in terms of our budget. Also, we now started when we started shooting. We didn't anticipate NSAS.
We did not.
So we got on set on day one, and NSAS started, and we were on location somewhere in Aja, and we were on this school set, and we just had to, there was no plan B for me really, because it was either we shut down the whole thing, or we kind of say, okay, let's just take each day as it goes and see what we can achieve day by day. And really, I need to just give thanks to God. It wasn't me. God was really with us. We just took it day by day, and my actors, they were amazing. Please let me shout out. Femi Branch, Jumoke George, Ken Eriks, Deyemi Okanlawon, Zach Oji. Oh my God, Uncle Zach, if you are listening, I'm bowing down. Rachel Oniga, blessed memory, Mommy Rachel. They were with us on the secondary school set. Kelechi Udegbe, Greg Teddy Bear. They were with Chrissy Hua, Nelly, Ejawu, so many of them. You guys were amazing. But the secondary school said they were with us. Uncle Femi, I always say, I don't call him Femi Branch. I say Uncle Femi was with me on that set. He even felt ill. And we were like, Uncle Femi, you have about 10 things today. He was like feeling sick with diarrhea. I said, Uncle Femi, we have to do this. We have also the Chimeze Imo, and all my younger cast, the Rodas, and all of them. We were all stuck on that secondary school, and I slept there. No lights, mosquito. It's not easy.
My story is pathetic.
Mark was there with us, and it was really not easy, but God was really with us, and really the cast and the crew were amazing. That's why I can't stop appreciating them. They really bought into our vision, and they sold in to help us to make it work. Because if anything had gone wrong, we wouldn't have St. James today.
Certainly.
We wouldn't have been able to release a movie. So, yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Personally, I'm going to the cinema with myself and I.
Yes,
then I'll pack all of my loved ones.
Yeah.
So if I have a personal beef with you, because of St. James, would that's okay. So, Mrs. Tosin, tell us where to find St. James the movie. Come 19th of this month.
Lovely. We're coming out in all cinemas. All cinemas nationwide. Fantastic. I think 54 of them or so. We are going to be, say, your local cinema, just check out St. James. It's coming out on the 19th. Our premiere is going to be on the 14th at Genesis Cinema in Maryland, Ikeja. Your favorite stars are going to be on the red carpet. That is also happening live and direct on Sunday the 14th. But on Friday the 19th of November, please make your way to the cinema. St. James will be officially open to everyone.
I can't wait. So we are started. The countdown started already.
Yeah.
Today is 9 days or 8 days to go.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go, very quick, there is a game Mrs. Tosin has to play before she leaves. Okay, this is very important. It's a tongue twister. Okay, since you're not dancing for us, so you have to play the game. The game is red light, green light. You say it 5 times, very fast. Red light, green light. Very fast. 5 times.
Red light, green light. Red light, green light.
I said it. She cheated us.
Thank you.
Because of our time, we have to allow Mrs. Tosin go. But trust me, I hope that some of the time we'll get to bring her on the show, and then we'll talk about the aftermath of St. James the movie. So before we go, where can we find you on Instagram?
Yeah, Nollywood Movie Review on Instagram. St. James the movie also has a page. We're also on Facebook. Yeah, so follow us, tweet, message us, and it'll be lovely to hear from you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Many thanks for joining us on the Spotlight Show.